Hello. I've been asked about a spread that I've been using lately that I developed, or more correctly, the spread developed itself or suggested itself organically. It's an evolution from a three-card spread. Of course, the layout is not new. You can see it here. And it's a 9-card layout. And the difference between a layout and a spread, I suppose, is just the representations you assign to the positions, the card positions in the layout, and it becomes a spread. I found this spread yields very deep emotional answers, a lot of insight. So I've called it the ultimate spread, but that is just a marketing name. It's just to name it. So what happened was that I was using, of course, the 3-card spread with my clients, and since we wanted to delve deeper into the question, I would not only do one spread, but then I would throw or draw 3 more cards. So I'd have a row of past, present, future. Then I'd have a second row and read that. And then I top it off with a third row, and I would read that accordingly, past, present, future, to look into the question. Then I would, after having read the 3 rows, I would read the columns: past, present, future, past, present, future, past, present, future. So the cards would change their meanings according to the reading. The same card, a card that was before in the present position would suddenly or now be in the past position. So I found the interpretation became fluid, became richer, and I will illustrate that I'm working with Tarot of Marseille by Los Carabeos. This is a miniature edition. So this was the past before, but now it is the future, and so forth with all of them. And that's so far where we were at. But then I did this. I just kind of turned a little bit the card sideways, and now these are still the original rows, and these are the original columns. Each card has a coordinate of 2 representations. This was past and past. This was present and past. This was future and past, and so forth with all of them. So this gave birth to new concepts. So the past would be, well, yes, the past or the origin of the issue. But the present past would be something that is in the present, but is moving away to the past. However, the past present is something that was in the past, and it's carrying over to the present. Okay, this is always present, so this is the self, or maybe the question itself. But I see it as the querent. You could also use, instead of this card, you can use any chosen card as a significator if you wish to, and then work with the other positions. So this would be the present future, which means something in the present that is projecting into the future. This is the future present, which means it's something from the future that's coming to the present. This would be the future past. So it's something in the future that becomes past. This, on the other hand, is the past future. Something from the past that shows up again in the future. And this one here is the future future. So I assigned from these concepts, I assigned keywords that would represent or go along well with these concepts. So, for example, for the past, I said this was a root, this was an origin, or this was a wound that set in motion the whole story. This is the why this is happening. You know, the deep origin in the past. Now this present past, something that is in the present that is moving to the past, is something that you are shedding, or the client is shedding, something that you're saying goodbye to, something that the client or you or the self is leaving behind or overcoming. Maybe you're leaving town, maybe you're leaving an idea, or you need to overcome, or you need to let go of something. That's the meaning of this position. This, on the other hand, the past present, is something that was in the past that is carrying over to the present. So this could be a belief. This could be, well, something that you're keeping, or the person is keeping. Also, it hasn't, since it comes from the past, it's tied to the past, or to the origin. So it's something that stems or is connected from that origin, or from that root, or from that wound. So it could be a lie. It could be the lie that the person or the character believes. If we go with some literature and storytelling techniques, we could identify this position as that, as the lie, right? Because it's something that it's originated in the wound or in the root, and they're holding it, and they want to hold on to it. Now, this present future is something in the present that the character or the person or you or the self or whoever, the client, is taking onto the future, or projecting into the future, or wishing that would continue in the future, or they are envisioning themselves as this in the future. So they want to take this to the future. They want to take this action into the future, and it could be informed by this belief that they have. And if it was, for instance, the lie, as I said before in the storytelling tradition, if it was the lie, this could be what they want, their objective, but an objective, a false objective, because they think they want this, because they have this belief originated by this wound, if we are looking at it this way. But this tends to be the objective, or the desire, or the projection of the person. This one, on the other hand, is the future present, So it's something in the near future that's coming to the present, that is going to be the present of the self or of the character of the person in the future. So that's what his their adventure is going to be like, or their challenge, or an opposition they're going to face, or maybe it's an opportunity that they will have. Okay, so this is what makes the plot advance. This is what it's going to be happening, right? Now, this one, the past future, has been something from the past that comes again in the future but is not in the present, could be deemed as a sort of theme of recurring idea, or maybe an old friend that they had before, that you had before, and will come again in the future. Or I also identify it as a karma, something that was done in the past that has actions or consequences in the future. So this is a very interesting position. This gives the reading or the whole story you're telling kind of like as a theme or a flavor. Well, this one here, being the future is where the whole thing is heading. Is this is what the character needs. So there's the difference between what they want, what they're projecting themselves as, and what they really need, the ultimate truth. So that's why I call this the ultimate or the truth. And this position, finally, I call it the moral of the story, or the aftermath, or the lesson. This is comes from the combination of the future and the past. So it's something that is a future past. To illustrate it, I say it is like the Roman Empire. When the Romans were building it, it was in their future. But now we look back at it. It was a future that is now past. So it is like an afterthought, an aftermath. The moral of the story, what it was all about. In storytelling, it could be seen as the climax, where it's revealed why all of this happened. See you next time.